to the Royal Daily Tea YouTube channel. Please be advised all of my videos are for entertainment purposes only, based 100% on my own opinion, my own theories, and my own research. All of my information can be found on the public domain and falls under the fair use guidelines. Please feel free to do your own research. Hi everyone, it's Michelle and welcome back to the Royal Daily Tea. So today has been a very interesting day. Lots going on today, but I have sad news to share. Now it's not royal news, but icon Olivia Newton-John has passed away at the age of 73. She had a very lengthy, long battle with cancer. I'm really sad because I grew up with Olivia Newton-John. She's beautiful, amazing singer, actress. I think I've seen almost every movie that she starred in, and I think I've heard every single one of her songs, even her country songs. I believe she was a country singer in the beginning. My dad had all of her albums, and I used to just obsess over them. Yes, I'm dating myself, but I loved Olivia Newton-John, and my heart goes out to her family. She was such a crusader for cancer, and it's just sad when someone dies. I think 73 is young, but anyways, rest in peace to Olivia Newton-John. Now, I did find something kind of cute on YouTube to kind of cheer everybody up from that horrible news. There was this little icon on the corner left of YouTube. It had like a little picture of like a cartoon cat. And then when you click on it, it says, if you can't find your cat, it may be starring on YouTube. And I was like, oh my God, how adorable is that? So I clicked on it and I now subscribe to this playlist with all these funny cat videos. And I thought to myself, you know, Romeo, you need to get in on the game here, okay? You need to pay for your fancy fees, so Romeo better have some cute cat videos coming up really soon. But if you love funny cat videos, I would recommend that you go and check out the link. I'm going to have a link to this YouTube playlist below, but you might even be able to click on it on YouTube yourself. Just click on the little cat thing on the upper left corner. It's so cute, but I love the fact if you don't know where your cat is, they're probably starring in a YouTube video. Anyways, but we have a lot of juicy Royal Daily Tea to get through, so sit back and relax, grab yourself a beverage, and let's get into the Royal Daily Tea. So it looks like Her Majesty the Queen has canceled an event at Balmoral Castle. In lieu of the proposed traditional welcome, the 96-year-old will hold a smaller private event. Now, aside from the pandemic, it will be the first time in decades that she will not greet well-wishers at the gates to mark the start of her summer holiday. Despite the unexpected nature of the cancellation, the palace suggested that the change was, quote, in line with adapting with Her Majesty's schedule for her comfort. Typically, the Queen would inspect a guard of honor from Baklava Company, 5th Battalion, the Royal Regiment of Scotland. This year, however, they understand that the royal will attend a private event within the grounds of Balmoral Castle later this week. So we are very sad that Her Majesty has had to pull out of yet another event. The monarch is currently enjoying her summer break at Balmoral, where she arrived earlier this month. She usually travels to the Scottish residence in July and stays at Craigavon Lodge initially before moving a mile or so to the main Balmoral Castle. She then traditionally moves from Craigavon Lodge to Balmoral after the castle closes for the public around the 2nd of August. She will stay in Scotland until September or October before resuming her royal duties. Now, we know that Scotland is definitely considered to be Her Majesty's one of her favorite places, where she and her late husband, Prince Philip, also spent part of their honeymoon at Birkhall Hunting Lodge, which is located on the estate. So we wish her well wishes. We know that she definitely is, in poor health with her mobility issues. It's sad that she was not able to perform her traditional duty, but I'm sure the private event will be lovely. So it looks like Harry is going to have a little bit of competition in regards to the publication of his memoir, which is set to be released in late fall. Not only do we have Michelle Obama's book, which is set to drop sometime this fall, but now there is news on 2 royal books that are also going to be dropped around that time. The first one is by royal reporter by the name of Valentine Lowe, who is writing a book on the firm, and it is set to be released right before Harry's book drops. And then in November of this year, royal biographer Angela Levin is set to publish her biography on Camilla, the Duchess of Cornwall. And I will definitely be reading that one. And then, of course, we have quote-unquote royal reporter Omid Scooby-Doo, who is preparing to publish his second biography, although this one reportedly will be due out in 2023. So it looks like Harry definitely has to bring the goods in order for people to read his book. Now, as we've talked about before on my channel, he does have a 4-book deal with Penguin Random House. I do not believe this first book is going to be a slam. However, he's going to be providing his truth. It's going to be heartfelt, and he's going to reveal a lot about what happened behind the scenes of him growing up in the royal family, his military career, the death of his mother, his marriage to Meghan, and of course Megxit, because it's going to be the Phoenix rising from the ashes, if you will, the new superhero, the man he has become since leaving the royal family, since meeting Meghan Markle. Now look, I don't have anything against him writing a book if he feels he needs to do it to spread his truth. I really hope it's a bestseller for him if he's talking about self-help and how he's overcome his adversity. Now, we do know he lost his mom at a young age, and I'm sure there is a lot of secrets in the royal family that we're not aware of. I'm not saying the royal family is perfect. I'm not saying the firm is perfect. I'm sure there is a lot of stuff that went down. But at the end of the day, to come out and just slam and destroy your family for a dollar bill is getting to be a little bit old. Prince Harry was born into wealth and privilege. He has more than most of us will ever see in our entire life. Does it mean he needs to stay in an abusive family? No. Do I believe the royals were an abusive family? I don't. Do I believe that they're perfect? No, I don't. But I also believe that a lot of people feel he's ungrateful, and he lives on the memory of his mother all the way to the bank. And there's something really seedy and gross and disgusting about people who use the memory of their dead mother to make a dollar bill. If you want to leave the royal life, leave the royal life. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. But what they do care about is you drag it around with your royal titles, demanding royal treatment, suing people so you can have police protection and become an IPP, an internationally protected person, expecting people to still call you by your title. But then you don't want to do the work of a working royal. Either be a royal or be an average Joe. Because in America, we don't have titles. It's like me wearing a tiara to Walmart doesn't make me a princess. Nobody cares if your name is Prince or Duke. You're just a dude in America. Okay? A privileged, pampered dude. Me wearing a tiara to Walmart doesn't make me a princess. That's kind of the same equivalent of you calling yourself a prince in America, because we don't have royalty here. It means nada to all of us. Okay? It means nothing. So Harry is definitely promising to be forthcoming, talking about his wild party days and his genetic pain that he suffered growing up in the palace. Now, it is said that Harry interviewed a lot of his mother's friends, kind of got the 411, the gossip behind the scenes, what was happening in his parents' marriage, because again, he was a very small child. He probably didn't really know all of those details. And according to an insider, the friends that he interviewed, Harry had nothing good to say about Camilla. He was basically looking for the dirt. So I do believe he is going to drag Camilla a little bit, and of course Charles in this book, but it's not going to be a complete slam. But again, it's going to talk about his quote-unquote genetic pain, how he overcame adversity, you know, again, the phoenix rising from the ashes, how his military career and Meghan saved him and made him into the man he is today. Now, I have to be honest with you, the man I've seen over the past 2.5 years is nothing to write home about, Harry. Do better. You've become the Netflix prince, the sellout royal. It's kind of sad and it's embarrassing to your family. No matter what you think or say about your mother, Princess Diana, in my opinion, she would not like what you've become. Because even though Diana had problems with the royals, she was divorcing your father, she had moved on, she still respected the monarchy, she still wanted William to be king, and she sure as heck would not be doing a reality show with cameras and writing a slam tell-all book. So you definitely have fallen far away from the graces of your mother, so please quit monetizing her memory. So a lot of people, royal courtiers, are preparing for him to slam Charles's parenting, the genetic pain, you know, what he did with Camilla, with his mother. I do believe he's going to bring up, if he's diving deep, he is going to bring up some of those emotions, and I think he's allowed to do that because that is his childhood, it is his story. I don't think he's going to slam them and say who the racist is, quote unquote, who the racist is. It's you, Harry, look in the mirror. But, you know, I do believe he's going to put some juicy tidbits in there because he's got to sell the book, right? He's got to sell the book. However, it is also noted that a lot of his party buddies are a little concerned about, well, how much of those wild party days are you actually putting in the book, son? You know, these people are married with kids. They have professional careers. They don't exactly want their private party days where they were wild schoolboys, you know, publicized in your book. So I have no idea if he's going to be naming names. Hopefully not. But I wonder how some of these friends feel about Harry kind of, you know, sharing the dirt. What happens in Vegas apparently is not staying in Vegas because it might be in Harry's book. So it's going to be very interesting to see how much he actually shares the real truth about his past, about his wild party boy days. Is he going to talk about the, I don't know, the sensitivity training that he had to take in the military and the positive lessons that he's learned from that? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Well, guys, that is all the Royal Daily Tea that I have for you today. And I just want to say, I know a lot of people, they get very irritated if I mispronounce things or I don't have all of the facts. First off, this is an entertainment channel. I am not a royal historian. I don't have people's genealogy reports to say that Kate Middleton was royalty from the 1200s because she had a royal relative. I'm sorry, I'm just going on the basis of the news and the information that I have today. So when I'm on my channel, I talk about royal gossip, current events, movies, you know, recipes, books, that type of thing. This is an entertainment channel. If you are looking for a royal historian, you might want to go to BBC or PBS, but sis, it ain't gonna be me. I'm an American. I have very strong opinions. I like to say daddy and talk about a lot of off the cuff things because, as I say in the beginning of my channel, do your own research. This is for entertainment purposes only. You're not going to use my facts to write your college paper. So please take that with a grain of salt when you're leaving me your very long and lengthy comments correcting me, making sure I know I'm an American and that you're a British person and that you know way more about the royals than me. I am sure that you do. But again, this is the Royal Daily Tea. This is going to be a little sweet and a little salty and hopefully a little fun. So please take that with a grain of salt. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you for stopping by my channel, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye, guys.